always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Wall. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the left. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him. There he goes. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Got the quick completion. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the move. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs are on the move. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And those hairy Dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Big fella moving. Touchdown, Georgia! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The extra point here would tie the game.
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
And the extra point is good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wall. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hands it off.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's complete to the left. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
What a great job by this defense. You get the 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
A designed run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback may change this route. got his man out of the backfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about this speed by the QB on that play?
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Thanks for grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Coming out with it, it's Wall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Into enemy territory and out of bounds downs at the 41 after the good gain there.
It's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver U. This guy is really good.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Got enough space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown LSU. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Dogs moving quickly to the line. Finding an escape route. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Everybody wants chunk plays, and you need them, but this has been the epitome of efficiency.
No doubt. Take what the defense gives you. Sometimes it's okay to be patient. Sometimes it's okay not to push the ball down the field. The defense is giving the underneath stuff. The offense is taking it and moving the ball down the field really nicely.
He's going to fire deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Off play action. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. This is a designed run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's the give off the left side. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Third down after the run. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete to the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
They want to run this quarterback. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. A run for the quarterback. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Just a really nice job defensively, too, not giving up on the play, right? You didn't sack him initially, but guys were still in hot pursuit and chasing. And this front seven defensively, they've got a lot of speed and athleticism, and they're able to stay on the quarterback's heels and force him out of bounds for a loss.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man quickly. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
You got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pocket breaking down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They want to run it left here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Right on the money. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Now, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Looking to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Wall. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. To the air on first down. Got a man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for first and goal.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now 2nd and goal. As he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. To throw again. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Georgia going up tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. To the ground with the back. Nice move to keep running. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Working that left side now. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The quarterback keeps it, and he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. The give to the left side. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They're giving up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, need a conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big fourth down conversion.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gets it out quickly. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. This crowd bringing serious noise on this huge fourth down play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Zings it complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football. I got the lead. The clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense, you have to understand the situation. You have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards. I make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Leaves it with the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. And with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut on them.
Going to swing it on second down. The screen, and watch out. Still running at the 40. He's loose on the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got a man in the middle. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down, they kept chopping wood, they found a rhythm, and in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He'll bring it out. It's Wall. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to run it. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
What a way to pick up the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock when you need to get into scoring position. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. It's complete. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Quarterback moving. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. This crowd knows when to bring it. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here, and this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So a drive there of 85 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. a different look. Back has it. Makes a man miss. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Creates a little room. There he goes. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Wall. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a 1st down.
And that makes me think, do I want to blitz? How do I leave him open? Because
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they're on top here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back. 3rd down, and they need a touchdown to stay in the game. Here's the pressure. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping him up and getting to the ground.
4th down. Pick it up here or this game is over. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, 4th down down and short nowadays, man, it means green light. Keep your foot on the gas, stay aggressive. They opt to go for it, forget the field goal. Nice job by the quarterback, getting rid of the football, making sure you have enough to get the first down, now set up in a great situation with a 1st and goal.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Dogs! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
First down here in the 2nd overtime. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Takes the easy completion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it.
Touchdown, Georgia! Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
2nd overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Wants to pass. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Quickly out to the tight end.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always just exhausted.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's a fumble.
And what a great play by by the defense with their backs against the wall. They create the fumble and then jump on it in their own end zone for the touchback.
The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset